Okay, so welcome. I'm TSM and this is TSM Plays. So what we're going to do tonight is have a look at another game. This one is actually going to be World of Warships. So it's just the real basics to start with. We're going to have a little look at how to play it, how to just get yourself on the water basically. Look around some of the controls and that sort of stuff, and we'll take it from there. So let's take a look, see what comes up. Right, hi by the way. Yeah, so here's the game screen. This is basically, now I've played this for a few hours, had a sort of play around it to see if I can get the idea of it. So the games I'm sort of looking forward to playing are the free-to-play genre basically, where you can get into battle quite quickly, and don't have to have too much knowledge, okay, and whether you win or lose the battle, you can get into another battle pretty quickly straight after, so that's my goal. The thing I like about this is it's from Wargaming Net. It's been out for some time now, but I haven't had a chance to sort of get involved in this one too much, so I thought I'd just jump on in there and then have a little look and see, you know, if I can pick it up quite quickly. And to be honest, it's not too bad. In your port, which is obviously what we're showing here, you can really sort of like have a little look at the ships. You get some good views just by using the mouse and holding the left mouse button, and you can zoom in and out using the obviously the scroll button, and you can change your ship simply by just clicking on another one on the bottom line. Look, and there you go. Obviously the various nations, I think it's about 11 or 2 now, and the statistics for each ship obviously comes up if you just like hover over the flag, and you can switch to it by clicking on it with the left key, so it's not too hard to do, to be honest. There are other ways of looking at ships. You can go up into this what's called a tech tree. So basically that's the German fleet. I mean, now it's just a level 1 cruiser. Okay, if you look in the tech tree itself, then and there we go. Look, so there's the level 1 cruiser. We have to obviously research this one and then build it if we want to go into the next level 2. And then obviously you can go across the tech tree. So you can have various things. You can have battleships. You can obviously have cruisers themselves. You can go across then to destroyers, and in some of the fleets as well, they actually have aircraft carriers as well. So it's not too bad. If you look in the UK, for example, you can actually get up some pretty decent ships pretty quickly. It's not bad, to be honest. Just to drop back, it just goes straight back into port. So I am basically going to show you how to have a little look at one of the basic ships, which is probably the first one that turns up, which is one of the Japanese fleets there. It's a light cruiser, and it's good fun to play with. So we'll have a little look. We'll put a bit of audio on, and we'll get into the game. Okay. Okay, here's the start screen then. It counts down basically, and it brings players in. So it's saying that I've got 23 people in my sort of player range. I'm in the Euro sort of area. It depends on when you load the game where you want to pick yourself up from. So yeah, I'm picking up the UK era. These battles don't take long. It says like 30 seconds. It's 30 to 45 seconds, so it doesn't take too long. And you're straight into it. You got to sort of preview first before you go straight into the battle, so you can have a little look of who else is in the game as well, because you might get to know some people. And there's a configuration screen there. Look, you can see the bottom actually. 40 seconds to go before it starts. Okay, so that's not too bad. But you can see then I've started off. Then that's my ship there, and there's some other ships. Now all of these ships here, okay, the different ships signs mean different things. But let's go into the preview before we start. I'll explain quickly. Okay, so these are all cruisers at the moment, and that's signified at the top then by the indicator. Green sort of that's the ship type. Same again, you can zoom in, which is nice, and you can rotate around. You can see those ships are my fleets. That's quite nice.
Battle starts.
Battle starts. So the idea is to zoom ahead. You see the bottom map in the bottom. Gives you a bit of an indication as I sort of like move my mouse left and right. You can see my field of view. Obviously it moves left and right as well. But if I scroll in with the mouse, then obviously It will change a little bit. It'll narrow. There you go. You can see now it's narrowed. If I scroll back out again, I can see everything. The other thing you can do as well is you can click the M, okay, and that takes you to the combat screen, and then from there, then you can just click waypoints. You can just literally use the left mouse button, and just
autopilot mode enabled.
There we go. You go into autopilot mode, so you don't even have to really view too much. There's another ship there going across my bow at the moment. So if I take it out of that view there, I should be able to see him cross. There he is. It's not too bad. Anyway, running on half speed at the moment. You can see I'm down the bottom. I'm on 9 knots. So we'll pick up the speed a little bit. Target map on the bottom right hand side. Then we can see we've already spotted 2 ships, which isn't too bad. And there another one there, left hand side. Whether I win or lose, it doesn't really make a difference at the moment. So I'm just getting an idea. Things we can do, obviously to steer is just the left is the A key, right is the D key. Obviously to speed up is the W key, and to slow down is the S key. Bear in mind that ships don't slow down very quickly. As you find the trouble there is and obviously wherever I show the maps, as you can see the gun turrets move around. They take a little while, so it's not instant. So we'll zoom in now and have a look at some of the ships. So there's a ship there, and there's a closer one there, let's say. So if I can hit this ship, that starts. So he will turn and try to him. Right back in there. Reload on these little ships, it's quite good. These aren't these are computer generated ships. This one's I get to other people, which is nice. You know, to learn the game with, so it's quite decent. To key in the moment. So we zoom in. So we're firing slightly ahead of the ship. You can see it takes a little while to get there. And if they manage to get there, the ship will move, so further where the ship is. Let's do that. Should be able to kill this one. That's close.
Cruiser foundered.
So obviously it's realistic, so if I was to hit one of my own ships I'd cause damage. If I run into an island I stop. You can see the island logo. There's a ship here. I'm just trying to sneak around and take the guns. Let's have a little look. Here he is now. But if you're not sure the controls, it's quite easy to work them out to my license for very simple assistance. And if you do need some assistance, you press the F1 key. So it's better to hit midships if you can, around the sort of engine area. It'll tell you if you've damage.
Cruiser foundered.
What do you consider that's enough now? Yeah, so pressing the F1 key, you should be able to. There you go. There's the menu that comes up. So in here, then you can look at the ship controls, what keys to use, etc. And then there's modules as well, armaments, and then obviously your ship status look is indicated by these ones along here. And then later on there's obviously ammunition types, and that's for torpedoes later on for some of the other ships that come up. That's from level 2 onwards. And then later on, if you do start to get some aircraft carriers, once you sort of progress into the game a little bit, then obviously these are the controls for those as well. So it's not too bad. All on the screen while the game's going on, so that's quite nice. There's one ship left. He's over there. Probably one out of my range. I'll give it a go. Be careful not to fire him out. The further range, the harder it gets. So. I can slow myself down. There it goes. That's it. Okay, so here comes at the end of the screen. This is what it looks like. So this one is the basic victory we won, basically, and I've hit the Citadel, which is the main piece of the ship. I hit that 3 times. I managed to land 47 shots, as you can see. I destroyed the final shot of two of the ships there, and I set 2 on fire as well. It could be the same ones, but ultimately it gives you the basic information. The points, obviously, we'll talk about those in a moment. Team score, then you can get the data sheet, so it'll show you like you know, who did the most damage and who killed what ships, etc. It'll also tell you who had actually hit some of your own ships as well. So, and there's detail reports as well if you wish. There you go. So you can look on different ships and who caused what damage, etc. And then obviously the last one's just credits and XP as well, which we sort of had a look on the first screen as well. So not too bad. Now you can battle on if you want to, go straight into a second battle, or you can actually go back to port, which is quite a good thing to do. There are a few things that the game's quite good for, and that's if you just logged in for the first time for the week, then obviously you get a few free credits. You'll get some exchange credits up here as well. Sometimes you get some doubloons, sometimes you get some flags and other additions for your ship, which is nice to have. And talking of additions, so here's an absolute basic level 1, ship, the cruiser that we've got here. It doesn't have any torpedoes on it, but you can upgrade the ships. So obviously, the more you want to upgrade, obviously the more it sort of costs. But you can do things slowly; it doesn't cost a lot at all. So you can click on these sort of modules here, and these modules here then allow you to upgrade, which is quite nice. Later on, obviously, you can look at things like adding consumable extras as well. I'll put this one on this ship, to be honest, and obviously the main battery. It'll sort of help you to, it'll reduce sort of like reload times, etc. So it's not too bad. Yeah, so that's that. On the exterior ship, then you can do other things as well. You've got 1 or 2 things here. You can add a paint job if you want to. Each one does something, positive or negative. So this one here then is, as you can see, look, the ocean sort of clicked on it. There you go. That's the colour you get, and you get more credits for the battle itself. Better concealment by a margin anyway, and detectability range is obviously better and that sort of stuff. So there are different things you can do there, which is nice. The other thing you can do as well, which is you can have signals as well. So ships generally fly signals off their masts, and each one of these does something different. Some of them cost money, some of them don't. So this one here is, as you can see there, you can cause greater damage by ramming another ship. You can ram into other people as well, which is quite amusing sometimes. If you've got a battleship and you run into a destroyer cruiser, you can generally win, but it's probably not recommended. It doesn't have take a lot of health out of your own ship. So if there's only one left and you're in full health and he's dying, and you're close enough, you can give it a go. But basically, have a look at the flags, because they do something, and you can mount several at any one time. So, so just by clicking on the thing, you just go onto the master ones there. So it's not exactly a hard thing to do. If you wish to, you can mount them, and then if you click on the auto resupply enable every time, obviously the battle starts again, then clearly you would have to, your flags would go back on. But obviously, it's ever decreasing numbers. So some only are relevant to some types of ships as well. So this one's got a light through it, so it can't mount it on this type of ship. So so that's that. And if you get much further in the game, there's flags as well for certain type of things, battles, etc. Right, so that's modules, yeah, as we spoke about there, as you upgrade your ship as well. The tech tree we talked about there, and that's just basically the profile, the game profile for myself as I've progressed. The ports, as we spoke about then, so you can actually change the port look as well. You can move from one port to another port, and you know, it's only a background picture, to be honest, but yeah, you can mess around in ports if you really want to do. And that's literally select port, this anchor at the top. You just click on it, and you can just say, look, you know, I want to, you know, I'm in London currently at the moment, but I could be in the Philippines, you know, if I wish to. Some are reserved, not all, but some are reserved for other people. So, you know, premium game players. Like I say, I'm working off their free to play. So there we go. There's a Philippines port for us. It's supposed to be pretty realistic, so I'm sure somebody might recognise it. I'm in the London. We'll go back to the UK just to. That's obviously where I am. It's not too bad. As well as there's not a lot to look at from one perspective, from the other perspective it's quite good. So you can see. There we go. There's very famous site there, and an even more famous site there. So the bridge itself, set back in some god awful time. I'm not sure. Looking at those buildings there, so whether it's period set for the period, I'm not really sure. Bear in mind the ships, these start right back from the first dreadnoughts, and I think much later on it goes up to sort of like the 1950s. So it's, but it's good. It's sort of like moving, etc. It's pretty good effect. So yeah, right. What else do we talk about? Basics. So yeah, there are different things. You can create divisions. So that's a group of players working together in a single battle. You can do that. You can obviously join a clan as well, and get your logos and icons and that sort of stuff, which is quite nice. You can clearly go out buy things in the premium shop if you choose. I'm going to click the bottom, but I shan't be doing it. It might take a little while to come up, but here we go. Look, there are plenty of things for you to buy if you so choose to do so, to advance your game much quicker, but it's not for me personally. But yeah, it's there for you if you wish to have a look at that sort of stuff. And you get deals that turn up all the time. So there's doubloons, and there's, you know, premium, and then you can buy special ships and that sort of stuff. You know, there's some rough prices, what it costs in your own, you know, your own country and that sort of stuff. Customization as well. You know, there's flags. Remember about flags that were running out? So yeah, you can have the flags as well. And then there's some special offer stuff coming. It's normally seasonal, so but there are special offers as well. But yeah, the other thing you can get, by the way, is if you do so many battles and you get so many points, then you go the XP earned per day. So I've already got the first one today, and you can get up to 3 per day, which is quite nice. So yeah, to take that in, you go into here, basically the crate drops down, you click open it, and inside it will be a gift of some description, so that's good. And if you're using some of the high level tier ships, you start to run out, then obviously you can still continue on using the level 1 ships. Ships do cost a little bit to fix, but actually when you're back to the tier 1 ships, they're really, really quick and they're very, very cheap. So far I've not run out at all of any credits, and look at that, some crazy number, 15 million. We're not doing too bad. Yes, so that was the level 1, you know, from the Japanese fleet, and there are, you know, I've sort of messed around. There's a French one here, though, which is quite nice. You know, survivability in this one's 7, artillery and anti-air defense obviously is 1, which is not too worried about level 1 because there's no aircraft carriers coming at you, to be honest. Maneuverability 28 and concealment is 78. So when you compare that to, say, like one of the, you know, the ships from you know, Russia and that sort of stuff, then, you know, 8249, and sort of look at the German ones, you know, 7745. So there is a difference between the two. But yeah, so it doesn't take too long, and you'll notice then that, so when we get to the tier 2 ships, so here we go, here's the first one that I played with basically, and this one does actually have torpedo tubes as well. So this one actually has been upgraded slightly, so when I look at the modules, look, I did upgrade these 2 modules here, and then because it gives you a few extra torpedoes to play with. So this one here, look, the concealment is now 97, so considerably better as well. Manoeuvrability is 75 as well, so it turns on a dime really. So that was quite a nice destroyer. Interesting then, it says destroy. You can see the top of that. Not only does it show that it's a level 2, but to the left hand side of there's a sort of a triangle pointing to the right. That's a sign for a destroyer. Whereas if I go across, there you go. There's a cruiser. So it's as you saw on that first one, it's with a single line through it. And then the last one I think I've got. This is a destroyer again, so it's a triangle. And here is it should be anyway. That's another cruiser. And I think the last one I've got the battleship. There you go. There's a battleship there, and that's got 2 lines through it. So. Far less maneuverable, as you can see. You know, even if it's a tier 3 ship, okay, they're much slower, but they're much stronger and that sort of stuff. So you shoot from afar using the battleships. The cruisers are somewhere in the middle, really. They have good firepower and they can use torpedoes, but not quite so fast. And the destroyers are super speedy, quite small, good at manoeuvring. And sometimes outrun the battleships, but if the battleships catch you, then you're in trouble because you're definitely going to get taken out. But yeah, you know, it's a fun game to play. But we'll have a look at some of these ships. What have we got here? So it's a level 2, level 2. Let's have a look at the level 3 first, and we'll see what other sort of ships come in. So here we go. This one here has got some flagship sort of already fitted. I sort of set it up. It's set really with a bit of you know, camouflage, and it's set with a few flags just to show the effects and that sort of stuff. Remember what I said about battle types? So this is a co-op battle. It's like me and a few others. Either I know them or I don't, so I can create a division, or I can be in a clan, or it's just random. So I'm doing random at the moment, but you can change it. There are other types of games. So a random battle, so that'd be me v other players as well, which is good. Later on, obviously, you can do a ranked battle as well, and you can do the operation of the week as well. So there's challenges. You need certain types of ships and certain grades. So I'm not at that league just yet. But yeah. But just to show you other things, I'm not going to go into PLAs at the moment. I'm just going to go into the queue because then it's more tolerable to do a demo. But yeah, we'll battle on with a tier 3 ship and see what it's like. So this one's going to bring us in, as you can see, look, 2 aircraft carriers. There's the symbol for the aircraft carrier. 1 battleship, okay. Oh, we're down to 1 aircraft carrier now, so people dropping and dropping out all the time. 2 cruisers, 1 destroyer, okay. 1 battleship, 1 aircraft carrier. So that's what's on our side. They normally even it up. It's normally the same both sides. We'll have a look. It does take a little while sometimes. Okay, so here we go. It's a different map this time, which is nice. So this one here will show us then, and you get points by the way for holding the enemy's areas, which is good. Here we go, at the top then, so you can see the different ships at the top. So we've got 1 destroyer, we've got 2, 3, 4 cruisers as well, and we've got 1, 2, 3 battleships. So in the bottom right hand side you can see the cards that lie there.
Battle starts.
Pretty sure this one's like. We'll soon see. So it loads quite quick. You can see this ship is considerably faster. Now, because it's got a higher tier as well, you can do some other things. So this one can drop smoke. So you can create a smoke screen. But it also has a acceleration button as well. So that's the Y key. You can see the bottom there, indicator. So you've got T, press T, that gives you smoke. You have 2 options, 2 chances of using that, and also the speed up as well, which is the Y key. I'm just going to sail around because I have no idea where the enemy is. It could be absolutely anywhere. So it's really sort of my job to, and the destroyers, to go out and find the enemy and then draw them in if we can. Mess with them a bit and then try and let the battleships wreak havoc. it's a bit of a team game to be honest. There's a ship. And that's a battleship, look. You see it's got the 2 lines on it. It's quite far away, so he's out of range, which is nice. Oh, what's this here? This is... He's just moving out of the way. Okay. So that's a cruiser.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Oh, look, and the destroyer's just come through, so let's change. I'm going to try and launch some torpedoes on this thing if we can. I'll try and do the same.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
What a surprise. It was almost like a gift. Let's see if we can hit. I'm going to try and dodge that. He's firing at me, he's firing at me. I'm fired at me, so let's let some smoke out.
Smoke generator started.
Try and hide it. Come around this. Just turn back. We've got space, we'll turn around. It's quite a quick game to play.
Smoke screen set.
So I'm hidden behind a smoke screen, so hopefully you can't see me. What I must watch is running to the islands. Set some torpedoes. Zoom in.
Enemy battleship sighted.
I must watch out for torpedoes myself. Quite close to the edge. Ooh, there you go. Getting fired at now. Hey, Exile, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I probably am, mate, to be honest. It's good to see you, by the way. The situation has changed. It's not just the dreaded BP.
Our team
Wow, battleship. It's a chance of getting hit. So I need to launch some torpedo. So this is just a basic intro to this first one. So if I can get away from that battleship, give it a go. What a rapid game this, I'm sure you played it. Getting slammed.
critical engine damage.
Try and get away from the battleship. Messy. There's
Engine boost activated.
some more torpedoes, please. Yikes. I'm gonna die first, that's... Oh, what a mess. Oh, it is really good times, that's not bad. Watch out now. Right, let me hide from those if I can. Wow, my ship's in a mess. Oh dear. How are we doing on the map? Not too bad. He's dead, that's good. Just trying to avoid those in a bit of a bad way. There's a ship over here, it's a battleship as well. So I'm going to help this guy out with his battleship. Some smoke. Okay. He's fired up. That's good. Okay, so until getting the sound down. Okay, no problem. That can be thanks for the information. It's the first time I've used
Enemy
this.
battleship
New
destroyed.
version,
Victory is in sight.
new version of OBS. Just getting used to it. This is the first time I've used it, so we'll give it a try. Christmas.
Engine
Well.
boost deactivated.
Christmas Day here, just about. It's Christmas Eve, but it's gone 12 o'clock. So. Everyone's snuck off to bed. Fortunately, I don't have young
Our
children.
victory is in sight.
One ship to go. Far too close then. Okay, let's see if we can get some torpedoes on. Oh, that's dead. It's done. Right, so it's too loud. Let's go back to settings and bring it down. Anyway, not too bad. So we got 12 hits then, 4 torpedoes managed to hit. We incapacitated a ship of some description, assisted in the sinking of 2, but I got the final shots, flooded 4 compartments, and spotted 5. That's not too bad. But yeah, that's alright. So let's go back to port. We'll turn these sounds down a little bit. Let's go into the settings, which is quite helpful. Here we go. So in the settings, there's obviously the graphics itself. Generally, let it set itself up for you. Now, bear in mind, my PC is not that new. It's in fact, it's certainly not very new. And this is quite a high sort of demand game. It's, you know, it can do a lot of rendering, you know, shadow effects and water effects and stuff. I've actually got a 970 MSI card, and it's a i7 370K processor, so it's quite old, but it seems to play it quite well, to be honest. Anyway, audio. So let's just crank the volumes back a little bit. Let's see if that's going to help. I think it's a special effects volume. Let's try that, see if that helps. Right, so there we go. So that was messing around, obviously, with what was I using then? I was using a destroyer. So they're a bit fun, aren't they? Let's have a little play with a battleship and see what comes up. So someone popped in with a destroyer. 2 battleships now. Be nice if there's an aircraft carrier pops in. Let's wait and see. The games do look a bit frantic, to be honest, sometimes, but you soon get used to it, I think. Here we go. Let's go and have a little look. Right, so what have we got then? We've got 3 battleships. If you look at the top then, that's obviously the 2 diagonal lines. And there are 3 cruisers, there's a single line, and there are 2 destroyers on each side. So you'll notice considerably that these turrets on this battleship here take an awful long time to turn. Now they have primary and secondary guns as well. So down the side here, you've got, if you can get in range of somebody else, but be careful doing that. These guns all fire, but the main guns you control. The big ones on top. Now clearly, you can't, because they're siding now left and right. you make me laugh. So yeah, the main guns then look obviously. Because if you're firing port and starboard, if you're firing right from the front, then obviously you can fire at all 3 guns from the front, and from the aft you can do the same. But from the side, port and starboard, you can only fire 4, and the other 2 do nothing. To us. They don't do any good at all. So you've got to sort of select which way you're going to be choosing to hit the enemy. And obviously, look, you can see that rear gun. Then it can't get all around to the front, so there's actually a zone look that you can't move to. So as I start to move the mouse around, look, less and less guns line up. So you can see, look, numbers 5 and 6 can't get that far. 6 being the rear gun, 5 being the one just in front of it on the right hand side. Let's look at the ship. But as I bring them back around, look, which is independent of steering the ship, because that's obviously the A and D keys for left and right, or port and starboard if you want to really get fuzzy. So yeah, so the turrets will move, as you can see there, look, and they line up. Now I'm firing all 4. You haven't got to use them all at once, you can click the mouse quickly and you can just fire a single salvo, so it's not too bad out of one of the turrets. Now, let's speed up a little bit. What is nice as well, you'll notice on the bottom left hand corner then, you have got the indicator of which turrets are live at any one time from your ship. So 1, 2, 3, so it's 1, 3, 5 and 6. 2 and 4 is on the opposite side. It's on the shore side. So they're not doing anything at the moment. Now it's just 1, oh, they're all back in now. So it depends on which way I put the mouse. So I'm not going to stand much chance against destroyers because they're about 3 times as fast. But yeah, well, it's just the torpedoes I've got to worry about, to be honest. The ships themselves are not bothered. If I can get a round on the ship, then I'm generally quite content because I can kill them normally. See how fast they're going? So that's a fire sort of about there, really. To hit it. Right, here's another one. So he's just coming into sight. I need to turn a little bit. He's probably going to have a good go at dropping some. Close.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Oh, yeah. I got a round on him, so it wasn't too bad. But he'll probably fire some. Maybe a cruiser. To keep zoomed out. Here we go, look, torpedo, as I said, bang, bang, bang. Now that's handy because,
We're taking on
right,
water quickly.
being a, I can repair that. Now being a battleship, I can fix it. Too bad. Well, no, I'm going to do World of Tanks probably after Christmas,
Problem
between that
solved,
and New
sir.
Year. Yeah, so here's that ship. If I press the Y key now, it should. Sorry, it's not the Y key, is it? It's the T key. There you go. It'll give you some health back, which is nice. But yeah, I've well, that's not true. I did dabble with World of Tanks a year or 2 back, but I didn't have enough time. A little bit too committed to just doing other things. So, but now it's a bit better. Here's a battleship. Slower, same as me, so it'll be easier to tell.
Enemy destroyer detected.
What I must watch at the same time is I'm not getting torpedoes. How are we doing? They've got 3 ships left and we've got 5, so that's not too bad. Some torpedoes coming my way. If I hadn't, I'd be surprised. They turn very quickly. He's definitely going to fire at me.
Enemy battleship sighted.
He didn't launch it. There we go. Right, things aren't going too bad, to be honest. There's a battleship around the corner, which I'm just about getting to. Now my guns, so you can see that I'm turning myself
Our
around.
team is taking the lead.
My guns are taking a while to come around. That is quite slow. So there's one battleship left, and he is quite far away from me. I'm not going to get to him, I don't think, to be honest. There he is over there, look. He's full of health. I press the Alt key. The Alt key helps you. It can show you how much health's left on the ships. It's like a graveyard in here, look. Ships everywhere. So, like I said, go back to the M key, have a look at the map. I can see where he is, so I can literally just click where I want to go. And I can hold the shift key down, and then I can do waypoints as well. But I don't even have to look at the screen, to be honest. I can go back, and then it's on autopilot now. There we go. Game over. Right. Okay. There we go. We've received some goodies. Not a huge amount then. So yeah, we're talking about the ones that fire automatically. So here we go. Look, here's the here are the target hits then. Okay. So that's the secondary fire. I only managed to get 9 on target, but I was trying to take more notice of what was going on. Eluding myself from that destroyer, which is quite good. Yeah, so we're creeping up to a second chest, which is not too bad. Yeah, like I said, so you can you can be a British ship or a Chinese navy if you really want to, sort of stuff. From the Deutschland class as well. Each one's got their own specifics, and when you go down the tech trees, then obviously there are various things that you've got to sort of look at before you can even consider. And you really want to, I suppose, if you're going to go a long way, you want to look at where you want to head up. You can look at these ships, they're fine. You can show you the big ships. You can click on them. Look at the size of that thing. Huge. You can look at all the ships. Some of them have anti-aircraft, capabilities on them. Obviously, because at this level, then there's going to be aircraft carriers, etc. So look at all the anti-aircraft guns on this thing. So it's huge. Secondary fire capabilities here. Look, torpedo tubes as well. This thing's a beast, isn't it? Look, main armament as well. So that's a huge ship, isn't it? Yeah. So if I look back at the Japanese fleet, and I go into the tech tree, then here we are. Because I've got down to this level now, then it's increased. Obviously, it's picked up the fact that there's aircraft carriers. So eventually, I want to get down to this sort of thing. It might take a while, to say the least. I'll probably never get there, to be honest. But yeah, so an aircraft carrier with a huge amount of planes on it. Okay, 64. This one, its stats up here. 64, quite maneuverable, and quite a lot of defensive capabilities as well. So anyway, not too bad. So yeah, that's it. I think what we'll do now is we'll have a little look and have a little look at the player versus player ones. If we can get it to start, it takes normally about 5 minutes per battle. We'll see the difference, and it can be much faster, but it can also be what can we say? Slightly more unpredictable, because you never know what the other person's going to be doing, especially if they're a clan and they work together. Because you'll find that sometimes that some of the clans that are up with tier 8 ships or 9 ships, and they'll come back down and have a bit of fun. So after tier 6 it's pay to play. Oh well, guess I won't be doing those tiers then. Yeah. Right, okay then. So yeah. Tier 5 seems to be the sort of level where you can start going to some of the competitions and special events. So see, most people play. There's more people now. 106 players now. Tier 3 is maximum what I've got at the moment, to be honest. So if I get to tier 5, tier 6, etc., and I'm still interested, I might carry on. But yeah, I don't think I won't be paying. Certainly, I'll just find a different game. But it's nice. It's quick. You can log on for 5 minutes, I find, and play a quick game and then hop off as well, so it's quite good. Are we just about to jump? I think we are. Yes, we are. Here we go. So what do we got then? Not too bad. So Battleship is what I picked up. We've got 1, 2 cruisers and the rest are all destroyers. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Okay. Let's have a look at what they've got then. Yeah, they're pretty evenly matched, I must admit. That's good. So there's going to be destroyers running around everywhere. So this is going to be slightly little. Oh no, I'm in a destroyer as well. Sorry, yeah, I am. Oh, the battleship's been naughty. So the pink bit at the top, yeah, for those that are listening in,
General quarters.
from the recorded bit, is someone's been naughty. They've done something to someone else's ship on the same side. So, oh, look. That's that ship over there. Now let's go. So I'm going to get to it. Yeah, so they've hit one of their own players basically, and it sounds awful, but it's actually quite easy to do because I have done it myself. I must admit. You drop a couple of torpedoes in the water, and they can just sail into them.
Many thanks.
Oh yeah,
Good luck and
that's a
fair
screen I haven't
seas.
shown anybody yet. So if you press the B key, okay, then the things you can
Much
do.
obliged.
So like if I head over towards Wilco,
Affirmative.
there we
Thank
go,
you.
in the chat bar. So it gives you a little message. So he's a little bit more cautious here because you never know what people are going to be doing.
Engine boost activated. Smoke generator started.
If I can try and get around the back of them, which would be nice. We'll see.
Smoke screen set.
Whoa. Where did he disappear to? Yeah, there we go. Slightly more accurate. Oh, where did that ship come from? I didn't see that one. Uh-oh. And I'm running into some land. There we go. Look, there's a difference. Whoa, now I'm in trouble. Let's put the fire out. And I'm getting hit. That's not so good, is it?
Problem solved, sir.
Not exactly solved, is it? There'll be another ship here in a minute. Where is he going? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. So I will be dead in a moment. Boom. Which is good because actually, let me just slow down. I'll show you some effects that you can do. Right, okay, so that's me dead. I like his logo. So that's the person's badge in the centre there. Okay. But what's good now? So there are other things you can do. So while I'm dead in the game, it's not all over. So spectator mode kicks in now because there's other people playing. So using the left mouse button, then I can jump to the next person's ship, which is nice, and zoom in and all that sort of stuff, which is quite
The
decent.
enemy team has taken the lead.
We are definitely losing. But yeah, so I can just jump from one ship to another. Watching a bit of that. Now, he's firing. So he took out the ship. He'll fire on something else in a second. Torpedoes. Missed. Good. Right, so as he's firing, so if I press the number 1 key, I can follow the
The enemy team has taken the lead.
so we can go to another ship. There's a battleship there. Taking a bit of a pounding. So I can see his statistics as well. I can see everyone's if I press down the Alt key as well. Which is nice. Battleships take a lot longer to obviously to reload, so these rounds in. Good shot. Who else we got? Wow. There is a destroyer who's getting around behind this cruiser. What's also a destroyer actually. Realised it, and he's not realised that he's here, and he's not realised that he's here. He's fighting that one over there. And he's fighting somebody over there. Look. Oh, juice. Look, he's trying to reverse. He just got caught. Lucky. So this one, it's a good thing to do, the spectator view sometimes. I mean, not all the time. Another thing you can do, obviously, is, as it says in the bottom there, you can press shift, and then you can just free run using the XS, AY, you know, the normal keys, and then you can just like have a little look around the screen yourself. You can go anywhere you want then. Zoom in on ships from any angle, it's quite good. You can really see the battle and see what's going on. The only thing you can't do, I don't believe anyway, is to, yes you can, you're still communicating, yes, that's good. Yeah, so if you wanted to use the chat, obviously you just hit the return key, type in what you want, and then just hit the return again, so it's not too bad. So let's go back to the last ship again, press the shift button, and I'm back again to where I started. Oh, dead. We're doing so well, aren't we? Wow, 2 ships to go. We've had it. Not so good. How are we doing for time? Watch this. That's that. I think. So tomorrow's Christmas. What is it? Is he actually hitting anything or not? Oh look, this one's nearly gone. So out of range, so it disappears. Battleships a bit of a rest.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Ever so slightly. 4 destroyers and 1 battleship left. Oh, look. Last man standing. Oh dear. He's getting slammed now. So not good. He's got 1 to the left and 1 to the right. This is where destroyers are right. And that was the end of it. Oh dear, how funny. Well, I didn't do too well. I spotted some that did no damage whatsoever in that game. Oh dear. How did the guys do? Oh well, he did okay. He sunk 2 ships. He sunk 1, or he sunk 1 as well. I spent too much time talking. Right. Okay, let's go back to port. So that's it, basically. World of Warships. It's pretty straightforward. It's not exactly hard. It's the familiar stuff. Mouse, yeah, arrows. Move the mouse around, moves the turrets of the ship. You know, it's really simple. You use the arrow key. The WSAD keys on your keyboard then, just to move your ship around. Everything else is icing on the cake, to be honest. But that's it, basically. It's really straightforward. So yeah, have fun. Enjoy it. We'll probably having a look at another game next week. I'm not really sure whether it be Fortnite or something different. I don't know. Or yeah, it could be World of Tanks. I don't really know. But I'm trying to just find free-to-play games that you can just pick up, understand very quickly, and then just move on. So, you know, this one here is just like 4 keys and a mouse, and everything else is, you know, just makes it better and better as it goes along. Yeah, but right from out the box, it's been really good. It's a big download, unfortunately, so just be careful on that. But apart from that, it's not too bad. Cool, excellent. Right. Right, so I think we're done. I think we'll say thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, and I'll do some more. If you've got any other ideas of any types of games that you want me to have a look at, I'm going to have a little peek at some of the beta games that are coming out in 2019. That's the plan, and see what's available, and have a little crack with them. But so far, so good. Thanks very much for tuning in, and take care. See you soon.